Hello and welcome to the module number 28 of the digital marketing course. In the previous video, we talked about the tools related to content marketing that are going to help you a lot with planning and creating your content as well. But with that video, our module for content marketing had ended, and in this module we are going to talk about the introduction to search engine marketing, and in the upcoming videos we are going to talk about SEO and how to optimize your website for SEO, for search engines actually, and what are the different types of SEO and what all can you do to rank your website at the top in the search results, and how to actually submit your website as well. So there's a lot to learn in the coming videos, and it's a really important module because SEO is one of those ways where you can get organic traffic for free for a very long term actually, if you do it right, along with some paid methods which you can use, but that is out of the scope for this course. But I'm going to give you a brief intro of all the terminologies related to what happens when you actually use paid methods for getting your website on Google. All right, so we are going to talk about this in this video. Let's get started. Introduction to SEM. What is SEM actually? It is the discipline that explores different strategies in order to help you get better positioning in the search engines and thus promote your business online. Okay, I have already talked about in the previous videos that whenever you search on Google or any other search engine like Bing or Yahoo, you enter in a keyword query or you enter in a search query, right? You type something into that search box and hit enter, and then Google gives you a list of websites which you can actually check to learn more about the query that you had entered. Okay, so every search engine is built with an intention that they should provide you the information that you actually desire, and that information is going to be on somebody else's website. Okay, so now our goal is to actually learn how to get our own website on those search result pages that Google or any other search engine actually provides based on a search query. All right, and obviously there are free methods to do that, and there are paid methods to do that. I have already discussed about it in the introduction videos, in the beginning of the course, that you can do it, yes, both using the free and the paid methods. And using the paid methods, the results are going to be quicker, obviously, because you have paid for it. So Google will automatically, show an advertisement on top of the search result pages. Okay, and when it comes to the organic method, well, that is something long term, because you don't have to pay Google to show your ads on a daily basis. You have to actually optimize your content in such a way that Google decides that this website is good to show to my users. Okay, and this website is actually very helpful for the audience, whoever is searching for that search query, and that way you are going to get a lot of traffic in the long term for free from Google and other search engines. Why I mention Google again and again is because Google is the biggest search engine out there, and the amount of traffic and the amount of people who use Google on a daily basis is just huge. So even if you don't consider other search engines in the beginning, that's totally fine, because if you can optimize your website for Google, you can obviously optimize it for other search engines as well. All right, so let's just move ahead. There is one more definition to search engine marketing, that it is defined as a series of actions that are aimed at increasing visibility of a website in the search engines through both paid and free processes. All right, this is what I just talked about. Then just like any other digital marketing channel and any other digital marketing technique, okay, SEM also requires a comprehensive strategy which includes the goals as well as planned actions that should be conducted in the purpose of achieving those goals. So you just can't randomly do stuff and then expect that your website will get onto Google. You will have to create some goals, okay, which you can measure, just like I talked about goals in the content marketing part, that without the goals you cannot measure if your marketing efforts, if your SEO efforts actually benefited you, or were you at a loss. Okay, and when it comes to the paid methods, obviously there are some results that you can see, there are some numbers that you can see which will help you determine whether you were in a profit or you were in a loss when you invested money into Google advertisements. All right, so in this introduction video, let's now talk about the SEM terminology, that what all terms are related to the search engine marketing, or for short it is also called search marketing, and that includes the terminology for both the free and the paid methods. Okay, so it's going to be a combination of both of them. So let's just start talking about them to make you understand that if you come across these terms anywhere online, or while studying for yourself, or while researching for anything, you should understand that what all do you have to actually know about search marketing. Okay, so let's just get started. Let me just close. Okay, let's not close it. So let's just talk about SEM terminology. So again, this is now a segregation in SEM, that SEM is a search engine marketing that represents a part of the internet marketing which uses search engines results pages to promote a website using both organic and paid reach. I've already talked about it, okay, but now you know that SEM is that. But again, we are going to mainly focus on SEO. And what is SEO? SEO, or search engine optimization, is a process of improving visibility of a website in the search engine result pages through organic reach. Okay, so in SEM, we had both organic as well as paid reach, and SEO is the organic part. All right. And this is what is going to get ourselves, the traffic for a long term when we keep optimizing our website for SEO standards. All right. So we are going to talk more about that in the upcoming video. So don't worry about it. And about the paid reach, I'm going to, discuss some terminologies here that will give you an idea of the paid, method of promoting website on Google as well. But obviously, we are not going to talk about this in this course in detail. Okay. So let's move ahead. Now, PPC. What is PPC? Pay-per-click is a part of the paid reach in the search engine marketing where you need to pay each time someone clicks on your ad. Now, you know that in SEM, actually, there are two kinds of marketing that you can use. That is search engine optimization and pay-per-click. Okay. So the paid reach part is pay-per-click. Now, to make you understand what is pay-per-click, let's just try to open up Google and let me show you, if we get an ad for something or not. So like, let's talk about video marketing software. Let's see if we get an ad for that. Yeah, so you can see ad. See the word ad written here. So business marketing, where business is done, linkedin.com. So business.linkedin.com. So this ad is from linkedin.com, and LinkedIn is actually paying Google to get their listing on, to get their page, to get their page on Google. Now if I click on it, okay, then LinkedIn's money is going to be deducted. Okay, because when I click on this ad, obviously I'm going to land on a landing page where LinkedIn will be talking about something, right, regarding to video marketing. And see, so this is a landing page. Okay, just like we built in the website development part, okay, with Elementor. So you can use the same to build a custom landing page, right? You know how simple it is to build widgets like that, how to build carousels, right? So here are our carousels. So you can build something similar to that as well, but that's totally separate. What I wanted to show you is that this way, LinkedIn is paying Google the money to get their listing on the Google search results page when somebody types in a keyword or a search query like this, like video marketing software. Okay, so if I just change it to free video marketing tools, let's see if what comes up. See, now there is no ad here. All right, so we just have the organic listings. You can see here, now these are the organic listings. Now these websites have done proper SEO, and if you can see here that this blog post was published in 2015. See how amazing this blog post must be. That even after 5 years, Google is listing this website, this web page, okay, for this keyword in the second position in their search results pages. Okay, search engine results pages actually. Okay, and this blog post was written on August 2019. So just 1 year back. So if you create a Google SEO optimized blog post even today, and you can rake benefits out of that article, even after a year. Okay, even after 5 years as well. See, so this article, which is the most recent, is in the third place. So just creating more recent or updated content doesn't mean that it's going to rank on the first place. There are a lot of factors that Google checks. There are about more than 200 factors that Google checks. So we are going to talk about that in brief as well in the upcoming videos. But now you understand that what I meant by a paid reach and organic reach. See, these are the organic reach ones and these are the paid reach ones. So you can see the word advertisement here. Okay, so let's see more. Sometimes an advertisement actually comes at the bottom as well. So in this case, it's not there, but you will get the idea, right? So let's just move back to our training. Now what is CPC? Now CPC is the cost per click. Okay, the amount of money you pay for one click on your ad, which is specified in the advertising campaign settings. Okay, well, let me just talk about that as well. So I'm going to talk in detail about how to optimize your website for SEO. But if you want to run ads on Google, how are you going to do it? So let me just type in Google AdWords. Okay, or Google Ads actually. Now it's just Google Ads. So you can see here that Google Ads now ads.google.com. See, now it's actually Google Ads. Earlier it was used to be called Google AdWords, but now it's just Google Ads. So see, grow your business with Google Ads, get in front of customers when they are searching for business like yours on Google Search and Maps. Only pay for results, right? So pay per click, like clicks to your website or calls to your buttons. Okay, so this is how this is where you can actually register your website for showing ads on Google. Okay, now you can get started here, and you'll have to create an account using your email ID, and then you will have to enter some information regarding your website. Okay, so see, like I am already logged in, so let me just show you how it works actually. So let me just open up my account and give you a brief overview. Okay, this was not planned, all right. I did not think that I will show you this thing, but let me just show you, since you get an idea. So you actually understand whenever you see some pictures similar to this, or you watch a video, or you read somewhere about it. Okay, so let me just show you. Now none of my ads are running, obviously, because I'm not running any ads, but I can show you how it actually works. So see, let me just show you some campaigns that I ran. So let me just talk about the synthesis campaign. You can see here that I had actually used I spent 1,000 rupee a day for this campaign. Okay, and I got 33 clicks out of this campaign. I have totally spent 4,548 rupees on this campaign. Okay, so this was for the synthesis one. And let me just go to some other campaign. Let's see, where do we have it? Okay, you can see here that these are the different keywords that I targeted in these ads, and these were my ads actually. Okay, synthesis complete review. So this was actually for a review post that I wrote on one of my projects. All right, so let me just show you some other campaign like Funnel Vio. So in this case, again, I had spent about 4,852 rupees for this campaign as well, and the budget was 500 rupees a day. Okay, and let me just go to all campaigns and show you how much money I actually spent. So see, 14,400 rupees have been spent on these 3 campaigns actually, and this is from 16 February 2016 to 5 October 2020. Actually, it's just from 2020. So I don't know how why it has been selected as this. So even if I make it from February 2016 to let's just see. Okay, it's all time actually. So this was the time when I created my account. So all time I have spent this much amount of money. Actually, this is about just a few months back. I ran these campaigns. So you can see here that in the beginning of the 4th quarter I actually ran these campaigns. Okay, so this is how Google Ads actually looks from inside. And if I just go to my campaigns again, and if I show you one of the campaigns, so if I click on the Funnel Vio campaign, then you can see that here is an ad group, and within the ad group there will be my ads. These are the keywords. Okay, these are the keywords that I actually targeted. So this is what I get charged for. Like if somebody searches for this keyword, my ad gets displayed, and when somebody clicks on it, I get charged for it. Okay, so one click actually costed me 129 rupees for this one, then 127 rupees for this one, 126 rupees for this one, 83 rupees for this one. Okay, so let me just see where I can show you the ads. Yeah, so here we are, ads and extensions. So let me just show you the different kinds of ads. So these were the ads that I created. All right, now this is all dynamic. I didn't plan to actually show you my personal campaign inside this video, but now you get an idea. See, I'm all about giving you value. So now you can actually figure out this on your own as well, because I'm not going to teach you how to run paid campaigns in detail in Google. So let me just close that. My main intention was to give you an idea on how you can get started. So now Google Ads is the place where you can get started. All right, and now I've already shown you where you can actually see the costs and all. So let me just explain them to you. So CPC, I kind of showed you that, like cost per click is the amount of money you pay for one click on your ad. All right, then CPM, cost per mile, represents cost per 1,000 impressions. It is one of the advertising payment plans where you pay the price per 1,000 views. Okay, so after every 1,000 views, just views, okay, no clicks, just after 1,000 ad views, after 1,000 impressions, you will get charged. Okay, then we have search query or keyword query. This I have already talked about a lot, that it is a word or phrase that the users type into search engines in order to find more information about the specific topic. You might be doing it every day, right? Then SERP. Now this is the search engine result page. Okay, this is the page that comes up when you type anything in Google. Okay, the page that I showed you when I typed in the video marketing software, there were those 10 results, right? So that page is called a search engine result page. It is the list of results displayed by the search engines as the response to the search query. Okay, So now you get that, right? Whenever you search something on Google, the page that you get is called a SERP in SEM terminology. Then ROI, return on investment, is a ratio used to help calculate profitability. Now, return on investment actually compares the investment and results in order to determine benefits from the marketing campaign. Just like I showed you that, for the funnel VO campaign, I spent near about 5,000 rupees. Okay. But out of those 5,000 rupees, when I ran ads and when I made sales for my affiliate product, I actually made about, 9,000 rupees in return. So it was a profit of 4,000 rupees. So now, in order to calculate that profit, I can, in order to calculate the profit that I made, I can calculate ROI as well. So, my return on investment will be the ratio of my results, divided by the investment that I made. Okay. So that's ROI, that, I'm positively, I'm positively profitable. Actually, I'm making money. So that's what ROI stands for. Then what is a conversion? Now, conversion usually means converting a website visitor to a customer. Okay. Which I just did with my, with my affiliate product, right? But occasionally websites may use metrics other than sale as a conversion as well. When such as sign up for a newsletter, like somebody fills up a form on your website, that's also a conversion, because that time, the person became a lead actually. Okay. And if somebody visits a certain page, like, a webinar registration page, that can also be a conversion. It can totally depend upon the business that you're in and whatever you're trying to do. Okay. Whatever your business objective is, it has to be in alignment with that. Then the landing page. I already told you what a landing page is. Landing page, also called a lead capture page, is a page which appears after the user has clicked on the link displayed in the search engine result page. Okay, I showed you that in case of LinkedIn. So that's what a landing page is, and you already know what a landing page is. You know how to build it using Elementor as well, and you know how to place forms on your landing page. Because see, when you run an ad, or whenever whenever you have a business with a page where you want users to leave information, so that you can contact them later. Okay. Or if they have a query that they want to ask you, and they can fill up a form and submit their query, that page, that landing page, has to have a form, right? So you can easily build that with a page builder like Elementor, right? So that is a landing page, or also called a lead capture page. Now, what is a lead actually? Lead is the information that people give you, right? So lead is the email ID. So, we call email ID as lead as well. So lead is the email ID that a person, leaves on your landing page, because it is only using email ID that we can then contact them personally, or by using email marketing. So see how everything is actually related to website and email marketing, because those are the only two things that you own. All right. That is why all the marketing methods, all the digital marketing methods and, channels actually should be used in order to build your email list and get your people onto the website, so that they could relate with the brand that you have building, right? That you have built actually. So the user experience of the website, the content that you produce on your website, it all has to be in alignment with your business. Plus, they have to be, they have to be actually in such a manner that people remember them. All right. Because that is your actual business, not on social media. Okay. Not on Facebook, not on Instagram, not on WhatsApp, not on YouTube. There are these platforms you don't just own. You own your website and you own your email list. So every other marketing method should be used to own your traffic, and owning your traffic means that you should build your email list. Okay. I have stressed upon it in this video as well, though it is about introduction to SEM. But again, the entire idea about this course is to learn digital marketing, and that has to be revolved around your website. Okay. So that's all for this video. I hope you understood what all I wanted to talk to you about the introduction to search engine marketing. Obviously, we're going to talk about, certain other things in detail, and we're going to go practical about it as well. We're going to show you how to optimize your website for SEO, and what all tools, you can use for that in the coming videos. So stay tuned till that one. This is Anmol Dugal signing off of this video. Bye bye.